can accuse BMW for something, that's probably for giving you too many options. In the case of the 4 Series Gran Coupe though, things are a bit different. Having kids is of course a blessing, but forgetting about owning a coupe kinda goes with it. The aggressive styling, lower beltline, frameless doors, and sleek roofline are just not compatible with rear-facing child seats. Or are they? To be honest with you, I really do believe that BMW struck gold with this car, simply because you get the best of both worlds with none of the drawbacks. In fact, you get even more. You get a hatchback tailgate. First things first, prices start at $44,900 for the base Gran Coupe 428i. Adding the xDrive system for extra confidence in winter and some extra toys to play with can sum up the $61,795, which was the price of our test vehicle. The significant increase in price comes with an impressive amount of gear added to the car. Fully loaded is what it is. Heads-up display, a spectacular sound system, heated steering wheel, rear-view camera with surround view, park distance control and park assistant, navigation with real-time traffic, satellite radio, adaptive xenon headlights, high beam assist, blind spot detection, lane departure and collision warning, Napa leather dashboard, active cruise control with stop and go capability, eco start-stop system, efficient dynamics, regenerative braking, dual-zone climate control, leather-heated sport seats, sunroof, stability control, iDrive infotainment control, 18-inch alloys, and plenty of airbags. Up until halfway through the front doors, the Gran Coupe is identical to the Coupe. Thereafter, the front doors are shorter to make some room for the rear doors. Of course, for the rear doors to be half decent, changes have been also made to the roof, which is higher and longer versus the Coupe. The result looks fantastic. Muscular, dynamic, and very Bavarian, the wide track and very pretty 18-inch wheels really boost curb appeal. Inside the cabin, it's all very coupe-like in the front. The M Sport seats are superb. The dashboard design is really nice, while most of it is covered in double-stitched leather. Ergonomically, it's a true BMW, driver-focused dash that is, while quality materials are extensively present throughout the cabin. Fit and finish are near perfection, and so is the driving position. Visibility, however, is better than the Coupe, but not as good as in the 3 Series sedan. The blind spot warning lights are very cleverly placed on the near side of the side mirrors, making them very clearly visible most of the time. The rear seats have more room compared to the Coupe, but compared to the 3 Series, the door opening is not as wide or tall, so getting in and out is a bit harder. Also, if you're putting babies in the back, be careful not to poke your eye out against the window corner. Frameless rear doors are really cool, but also a bit dangerous. Thanks to the inward carved front seat, legroom is not bad at all, while headroom will only be a concern once the passenger's height goes above 6 feet. The rear bench actually looks like individual seats, which makes it look really sporty, but you can still fold them in a 40-20-40 configuration, which is a very practical addition to the hatchback rear. Speaking of which, kick the car in the nuts to activate the easy access system if your hands are busy. The design doesn't really lead you to believe that the window will follow the movement of the trunk, but it actually does, providing supreme access to the very generous trunk, and equal to the 3 Series in size, which at 480 liters is impressive. Behind the trademark double kidney front grille, a perky 4-cylinder 2.0-liter engine makes the world move, and with the help of a turbocharger, it makes it move quite fast. 241 horsepower and 258 pound-feet of torque propel the car to 100 kilometers an hour in just 6.7 seconds. Made it to the amazing ZF 8-speed Steptronic gearbox. Performance is really never an issue, even in this entry-level drivetrain. BMW's efficient dynamics technology is of course standard, and as such, so is regenerative braking and auto start-stop, which help reduce fuel economy to really impressive levels. Especially in Eco Pro mode, things can get very frugal, so unless you're in a sporty mood, use it and observe combined averages reach as low as 9.1 liters per 100 kilometers. The start-stop system is really clever. The engine will instantly fire up the moment I let go of the brakes. But they've thought about other things too. Like for example, look, when I turn the steering wheel, it's gonna fire up the engine just so I'll be able to turn the steering wheel. Being a 4 Series, you'd expect that it carries over the crisp and sporty, nice handling found in the 4 Series Coupe. And it does. The steering is on the heavier side, which makes it feel sporty. Feedback is very good, even without the optional adaptive steering, and together with the fantastic sport seats and blazing fast gearbox, driving around corners feels like a piece of cake. This chassis is very communicative as per how close to its limits you are, while the xDrive system reacts as fast as you can blink, increasing grip limits even further. Pointing the nose is a very involving, precise and fun procedure, while controlling the rear is exciting and exhilarating. The brakes feel a bit awkward at first, thanks to the regenerative braking, but once you get a bit used to it, then you'll only appreciate the reassuring feeling thanks to the effectiveness of the system. Despite the really good dynamics, ride comfort is surprisingly good. Especially the suspension absorbs all the bumps very quietly, and there are no rattles and squeaks from the interior, and as such, it feels very comfortable going over bumps. The suspension manages to swallow most of the road's defects, and remarkably, even the nastiest bumps are handled with producing minimal noise. The idea was simple, but great. Make a sedan, or hatchback, that looks like the coupe, so people stuck in between can go ahead and buy one. Statistics so far show that the idea has worked, as the Gran Coupes are flying out the doors. Personally, I'm not surprised, as it's a blend of the best, making one hell of a car.